Hello everyone. So what happens to your superannuation when you die? Most of us, if we have a valid will, assume that superannuation forms part of the estate and that it's a simple matter of the executor looking after all the paperwork to have the super distributed as well. This, however, is not the case. Wills normally only deal with your personal assets, such as cash, cars, your home, or even if you have the investments in your personal name, however, not your superannuation. What it means is you need to give the trustee of the superannuation fund instructions, telling them separately what you want to happen with the superannuation when you die. There are several ways of doing this. You can either do a non-binding death benefit nomination. This is the most common one and it's offered by most large super funds. The problem is that the trustee considers the death benefit nomination you've given them, but they're not legally bound by it, which means even if the money goes to the right people, it doesn't necessarily go there in the proportions that you requested. To avoid this, you can prepare a binding death benefit nomination, which, as the name suggests, is binding for the trustee, and the trustee needs to follow it exactly, including the proportions that you want your superannuation to be split in. The issue that you need to consider is that the binding death benefit nominations expire in 3 years, which means they need to be renewed every 3 years. If you do forget, essentially they will lapse and you will not have a nomination in place, again, leaving everything at the discretion of the trustee of the super fund. There is also non-lapsing binding death benefit nominations, which do not lapse. They last more than 3 years, and essentially they do last until they're cancelled or replaced by a new nomination. Not all the funds offer them, so you would have to check either with your super fund, or if you have a self-managed superannuation fund, check the deed that it's possible to do so. While they're a great thing, because obviously you don't need to think about it every 3 years to have the binding death benefit nomination renewed, also you need to keep in mind that this is not something that you just set and forget. Your circumstances may change. So just like you update your will when you either get married or get divorced or have a new baby, or your kids are grown up and left the home, just like that, you should be reviewing your death benefit nominations to make sure that should something happen to you, your superannuation is split in the ways you would want them to.